Ready, set, draw!
Welcome back, guys, to another Ready, Set, Draw video. Today we are breaking down the contents of the starter decks from Rise of the Floodborn. We're going to go through them, show you what is in each one, tell you kind of if it's worth it for you or not. We do have deck lists on the side of the box. They always keep this a secret until the whole box is out. So it is something interesting. There's also a pack in each of these boxes. So MSRP of $17.99 with a pack plus 60 card decks, 2 foils. Let's see. This one is called Might and Magic. It is the Sapphire Amethyst starter deck, featuring a bounce strategy where you can return your own stuff to hand and get effects that go off whenever your cards return to hand. So immediately we open it. It's all kind of encased in this cardboard masterpiece here. We have damage tokens, a lore tracker, pretty nice. Then we have a nifty little play mat where you can kind of keep everything on track as you play. So if you are new to the game and you need to kind of keep track of things, you can use your lore counter, go up the track, keep track of where your cards are in play, the inkwell, the deck, the discard pile. It also gives you a little nifty quick start guide where you can see all of the general and basic rules to get you started. So yes, I know it's a task to read this. I will say this game does a really good job of kind of being ready to start from the get-go. There's not much explaining you need to do. Just give this a quick scan on how to get started and really try to learn the game through playing the game. That's definitely the most fun way to do it. So I will get to the pack first because I know that's the most interesting thing to see for the randomness of it and the fun. So the pack we get in this starter deck, what's it gonna be? They all have a little QR code and a little piece of Minnie Mouse on the side. But we have Mulan. Here, let's move this out of the way too. We don't really need the mat there. Mulan, Arthur, Basil, Rapunzel, Dr. Facilier, Hercules, Card Soldiers, Mouse Armor, Belle. What do we got here now? Ooh, a rare. Cinderella with Singer 3. Nice. And a super rare in the next slot. A Mickey Mouse Friendly Face. So these are not cards that would go with this starter deck per se, but still pretty cool. We're getting a rare and a super rare in the pack. And we get a foil Basil. So pretty cool cards in the pack, but let's just show you the contents of the Might and Magic pack. Show you the foil cards. What's inside. I'm pretty sure everybody has the same order of cards in here. So it's not like my cards are going to be any different from yours, but we do start off with a foil Merlin Shapeshifter and a foil Tiana Celebrating Princess. Pretty sweet. So 2 foils. And I will say the main focus of this deck, you got 3 chips, 2 Dr. Faciliers, 3 Hey-Heys. Look at that art. But the main focus of this deck, after the Cuscos, are these. The Mims that seek to return stuff to your hand, because they're usually just way better than a normal card would be. And then you have the Merlins, which we joke about this being called the greatest of all time. The goat. 3 goats in this deck, which is pretty sweet. A rabbit, a squirrel, and all these guys benefit from being put into play and leaving play. So if you play a Merlin and then play a Mim and return a Merlin to your hand, you get cool strategies and synergies that get you good value. It's kind of fun. Fun little strategy of keeping your cards in motion. I'm stuck. And then you also get some steel cards too, which feature a keyword. Let's see if we can find it in here somewhere. Where are you, keyword? There it is. Resist. Damage dealt to this character is reduced by 1. So this deck is going to focus on bouncing your own stuff to your hand, keeping cool creatures on the board or characters on the board, and it is going to feature the resist mechanic, making your guys way harder to get banished in challenges. So this pretty much shows you all of the cards in the deck. Another resist character right there, and Mouse Armor, which gives your stuff resist. So this deck is pretty cool. It's probably the most unique play style. Like it's an interesting play style for a starter deck. I'm excited to see them kind of branch out from just I put stuff on the board and let you go. This is the Amber Sapphire starter deck called Tactical Teamwork. Its strategy seeks to get a bunch of characters on the board, but also to make sure that whenever they're working together, you can increase the strength of your characters and decrease the strength of your opponents. With that, with the aid of that, hopefully it should be really easy to get rid of their characters while keeping your characters on board and making you quite the nuisance of, controlling the board. So we have our quick start guide. We have our what kind of game is this, quick start rules, all the same stuff. We do have a pack though. Let's save the pack for last. The contents of this deck. We have the Queen, Shift 2. You can play this on turn 2 if you get a turn 1 Queen out. Super strong, giving -4 strength and +4 strength to 2 different characters, and a foil Gaston intellectual powerhouse. So he can get 3 cards at the top of your deck, put 1 into your hand, the rest on the bottom, on a Shift 4 character. So this actually does feature the Floodborn characters, the Shift characters. It also features all these goodies. The 7 Dwarves. With Christopher Robin, who loves seeing other characters in play, this deck thrives whenever you can build a wide presence of a bunch of characters out at once, and they all synergize off of each other. So I would say this is probably the more beginner-friendly of the starter decks, but that doesn't mean it's bad. It doesn't mean it's capped as only like going to be able to be as good as a beginner deck usually is. This deck looks pretty consistent, if you ask me. So all of these cards seem pretty useful at giving you healing, drawing cards. The deck seems pretty strong. If you get 2 starter decks and mash them together, you can kind of increase your consistency. We have a whole podcast episode about upgrading these bad boys, so check it out on the channel. Here's your pack for this starter deck. We have a Minnie Mouse piece. Happy, ooh, so go 4th Happy for the deck. I'm Stuck, Tigger, one of a kind, Donald Duck, Owl, and Hercules. Now for the uncommons, Gaston, Singer 5, Sardine Can, and Mother Gothel. Then for the rares, we have a rare Hiram Flavershan. This actually would go really well in the deck. You could banish one of your items and draw 2 cards. And then we have a legendary, a Madam Mim Purple Dragon. Wow, this is the first one I've actually opened of this card. Oh my goodness, evasive. And when you play this character, banish her or return 2 of your other chosen characters to your hand. So she's so good that you need to return 2 of your characters to your hand, which if you can have some Merlins out, you can really make a good thing for you, not just a bad thing. And lastly, the slot is a foil uncommon Robin Hood capable fighter. So as you can tell with these packs, they are not limited to just rares. The packs they put in these are truly randomized. They can be anything. They can even be a dragon. So I hope you enjoyed this starter deck breakdown. I hope you enjoyed the pack opening. No, sweet, dude. That's just, oh my gosh. Anyways, hope you enjoyed the video. Get these starter decks if you can. I recommend them for any new player or intermediate player who's looking to upgrade. Perfect strategies. Wonderful job, Ravensburger. Check out the other stuff on the channel. And most importantly, peace.